What is good? This is Emrall Imran, the Chihila, aka Archangel Raphael, aka as well as Jesus Christ, and not the body, as well as other known deities such as Muhammad, Shiva, Krishna, and etc. And as well as usual, I'm here to carry out God's will, authority, purity, and essence. And on today's video, this is probably going to be the third video for today. I know it's in the dark right now because y'all can't see me. And I'm really kind of going through a lot of inner turmoil. And I'll explain what I'm exactly working through. It always unveils itself anyway, so I don't really have to. But I felt like I had to kind of just explain that right there, just so y'all kind of know exactly what I'm on. Moving forward and stuff like that, because every one of my videos have their own individual and original point of view perspective. Okay, all right. So I just carry that significance with me in each and every one of my videos. This is so on not leaving out, on anything. In order for me to be unique to myself, I have to really take the time to digest exactly where I'm at and what I'm working through, in order for me to not just relay it, but actually be able to break it down on video, because that's how I orient my videos in the first place. Is if I'm working through something deep down inside, it's almost like I've always kind of been this documentation kind of I just like the idea of that. I like being the one that was documenting to help others kind of follow along my journey, because life is a journey. So it's not necessarily like, hey, I'm here and now I have this, and like, let me show you how to get here. And that's nice, but from my experience, the best possible outcome that I could possibly create for myself and others is to document a journey, being the singular point and direction of my life purpose, life path right now. But not to go too far down that tangent, because it's been a long time that I haven't necessarily been documenting or all of that. But I think this part and point in my life, I'm just so spiritually adept and attuned to exactly what I'm doing, that I kind of just know what I'm on. I kind of just know, like, okay, yeah, this is the time to do that. Because I know I'm not going to stop filming for this channel. I know I'm not going to. If I am going to stop, it's going to be entirely for, like, reasons just profoundly. Like, I'm done trying to. Just on something completely different. But, I don't necessarily think that's gonna happen. What I actually know is, my other channel slash character. I don't want to say a character because it's not a character, but my persona that I have chose to kind of show myself to the world and my surroundings is Emrall Imran, and as we know, there's other people and stuff like that, but Emrall Imran essentially is like, I don't want to say something stupid, but it's like, like strippers have their stripper name, right? So that's like my stage name. So I was performing, I'd be Emrall Imran. But I've also went by the Chihila, ironically, when I have performed. And I think I'm really going off tangent. It's all related, trust me, it is. Because I always have a reasoning for it, but I think how the Chihila just came up about is just to take Emrall Imran and to put it in that light. So then I ended up creating this channel called Emrall Nimrod, the Chihila, which I might change that to Emrall Imran, the Chihila, but I really said Nimrod because Nimrod is the biblical version of Nimrod is like this hunter, just developed into the masculine form. But what I took from Nimrod, from even just doing some research, which I don't even remember exactly what the definition was, but not because it's probably not important, right? So what I kind of gave my own meaning to and what I received from the universe is God's right hand staff, kind of like the shamanic staff and the wooden staff that you'd make, like the wizard staff or whatever. You shall not. Yeah, because you know I'll be 46. You know what I'm saying? I'll be when I get into 6, I go into 6 and I come up to 5, through 5 to 4. Everything's over. Everything's ascending. It's going up to the heavens into the really the waters in the sky. So it's not just the waters below, because the water, it rains, it circulates, it comes up, and it rains down from the sky. So don't get it lost in any way, shape, or form. There's water above as well as it is below, but the mucky, dirty down there waters I swim in and dive deep into. Yeah, I can, like a pencil, but then I always just come not around, but I just go straight back up. Oh my god, I can't soak my wings forever. I gotta okay, anyways, you're probably listening to me like, damn, well, he's really going in deep to some shit. We can't even see him right now, he's just talking. But, what the fuck is this video even about? What is he even talking about? Alright, let's get into it. I told you it was related, and the reason why that's related is so I'll never have to ever break that down or explain who I am and why I am, and plus there's so many things that I like this inner turmoil I'm speaking about. Okay, that's what this video is about. What is inner turmoil? Why are you working through it? What's the point of working through immature? Why do you feel inner turmoil to begin with, and to end things and wrap it up? Like, why? What the hell is even the reason to even make a video about some shit like that? What the fuck, right? So yeah, it's really, I don't need time to think. I just kind of have to flow into the energetic flow that my heartbeat is kind of taking me into, and it's always on point, so I never miss my point. So yeah, is I really know, and I really feel in deep down intuitively that some things, the only way I'm gonna get to exactly where I need to get to is when I'm when I'm not leaving my feelings and who I am out in the open for anyone to just have their own view on it. Because what I have learned and what I have developed is, this is my inner workings, and my inner workings have to be put in a place where I can actually create from that space, and I can develop anything and everything from that space that I'm working in. And even if anyone, especially like a close partner that really knows me to an extent, can come at me with spiritual forces to help assist me, it's always going to be, you're on your own. It's always going to be that. It's never going to be, it's never going to be like, yeah, I'm at this place and I've been trying to get to this place for a while. Because even when you get to that place, it's just, okay, then what, Even when you can actually achieve and get what you want, it's like, okay, I did that. That's nice. A lot of people never get here and always want to get here, but I got here, and then now what the fuck? Then what? Right? I know y'all resonate with that. I know y'all feel me, and y'all know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Cause a lot, that's so relatable, and it resonates, because so many times it's just, I can't stand getting to a place especially like when there's losers around you, like, and they constantly belittle you and try to bring you down to their level. Sometimes you just gotta look at these losers and really acknowledge them too. Like really point like don't even point fingers. Just like look them straight and open your arms out and just let them know like you're a fucking loser. No matter what you do, you're always gonna be a fucking loser because you would have to be so cynical and so in a dark place to not even work on yourself, to impose yourself onto others, especially others close to you. And a lot of times it's our soul contract to be in a place where we got to kind of, you know, not necessarily wrestle with these demons around us, but these demons are within us. And these demons are kind of just are put in an external position, working through certain vessels to show us exactly who we are. And we're not separate from that. It's just something to acknowledge outside of yourself, but also within yourself. So right. So I want to make that point because I don't want you to think that I'm being a demon and being like, hey, look, there's demons all, and then everyone else is a demon. That's the demon talking. Like, what the hell? There's so many people that do that, right? So taking responsibility and accountability is about you preserving your own life force and protecting your own energy and knowing who you are and what you're here to do, and really to, be your own savior, be your own creator, be everything that you need, and you feel like you want. You gotta be that for yourself, and the reasoning that that's so important is once you actually get to the point and go through what you need to go through and be that for yourself, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like everything, you just start vibrating on such a good level. You start just the self-love is just carrying you, and it's just making you tingle, and it's just making you high off just you being yourself because you're creating, and it's like you're loving yourself for creating, and you're heard for it and you're seen for it. So it's like, and then it just keeps adding, and it's just like no matter what, yeah, once you're in that space, you have no choice but to manifest success. You have no choice but to, you know what I'm saying, like you're gonna get to exactly where you need to go to. You don't even gotta, regardless, okay, you don't even gotta worry about shit. It's just gonna happen. It's gonna be effortless. It's just gonna be God's way of manifestation. You just creating yourself, and this is all this channel is about. Hence why, see, does it make sense now, and why I had to break that down and go through everything? Yeah, so okay, see, so you hear me, you feel me? I know you resonate with me right there. So excuse me. Yeah, so yeah, I almost missed the point in the title of the video, but it came right back to me because I had to just digest and let it sink in and really feel myself, really give myself that space that I need. Because if I don't give myself that space, how am I able to astral travel, right? It's Emrall the Astral Man, the family man. I can reach on my right hand from God, and let everyone grab my hand. Because we're just all one big family, an angelic force. One big family, spiritual family. And then we got breaking down into that smaller group. We got the flight squad, which is pretty much just like I consider all of the archangels, but to be announced type thing. But anyways, things just kind of show themselves and expand themselves once you receive the idea or the creation. It's not necessarily like it's not gonna work or manifest. It's just okay, that's there, and I'm gonna put it out there for it to be known, because of course this is how all of this got built in the first place. But you don't necessarily gotta stress it or worry it or try to make it manifest or you force it. Kind of like the video I was elaborating on earlier, right before this. So, like I said, all my videos are totally original, and they all have a point. They all have such solemn purpose, and I'm unique to myself through all of it. So, it's like just me taking you through a whole other movie that's never been seen before. And this is another movie that's never been seen before. So, speaking spiritually, esoterically, that's exactly how it works. It always pans out like that. because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to come back to reality. Because your imagination is nice, and you could do all of these skets and sketches, and I love doing that stuff, and I love creating music. But reality is you creating those things with your imagination, but come back to reality and what you're working through. What are you feeling? And shout out to all of my archangel women. Shout out to all of my angelic women, who can lead men through their imagination into reality, because there's nothing like a woman that'll lead you straight into the pit of reality, because it is a pit, and you gotta look at yourself deep down inside who you are. And this is that inner turmoil work we're coming back to. This is the title of the video. This is exactly what it's about, because a lot of people are begin to start working on themselves, and they'll start to manifest things and that they've been asking for, and then it's like, then what? And you need, it's like you need it so bad externally, but you think, and then you don't get it, in time, which is great, because you don't want it, and you're not supposed to get it in time. Time is an illusion. Time is just creation from fucking imagination. So like, to hell with time. So it's it's about really going through all of this journey that God is putting you through, which is your God, by the way. We're all God together. We make up God. Remember, I don't even I don't even gotta always feel like I gotta say that. It's just something that it's like a ritual for myself. It's like a, and then it just, I'm seen and hurt for it, and then it just adds to all the spirits and souls collectively. Just, we're all just one big angelic force. It's just we're a force to be reckoned with. It's like we're not to be fucked with, right? But it's like, yeah. Shout out to Empress. Shout out to all the empresses. Shout out to Archangel Jophiel, who really put me in to the right frame of mind, so that I could reach reality from God's point of view, which is all of us together and all of us individually. Okay, so yeah, right. And I don't wanna go there, but I feel like I have to go there. This time I said it backwards. This time I said it all of us together and then individually. And because sometimes I think past videos have been pretty much speaking individually and then together, but now it's just, well, none of us are separate to begin with. It's just, we just get lost in separatism when we start not working. Okay, this is the point of the video. See how it effortlessly just works through me as a vessel? That's me. That's my soul. It's my spirit. It just happens. And then boom, I make the point. It's like we all need to work through the turmoil. This is what the video is about. Because if we don't, then we start looking for external solutions like drugs and success, and then it's like, even if we get all of these things, and it'll be like a never ending plunge of trying to attain, or a position, and then get to that position over and over and over again. It's basically you just getting lost in your desires, and always trying to manifest, because you're gonna, regardless of what you think, you're gonna create a situation, you're gonna create a life for yourself where you're gonna change and grow and evolve into something you've never been through, and it's gonna be totally original, totally unique, and you're just gonna do it. It's just, but you gotta have faith into yourself, okay? Because if you don't have yourself together, you're not gonna be able to assist or help anyone. Anyways, my phone is about to die. I'll wrap up this video by saying, always come back to yourself, and always love yourself, and always cherish yourself, and thank yourself for everything, because you're gonna be the one to save yourself. And once you do that, and once you keep working through your thing, you're gonna save everyone else, and it's just gonna happen automatically. You're not gonna have to do a thing. It's just gonna happen, and you're just gonna manifest everything you've been dreaming of whilst doing that. Of course, you're not gonna have to do some low vibrational, dimensional, fucking lost work gated shit. No, You're gonna stay true to yourself. You're not gonna get too condensed and dense into a reality that's, based in I don't want to say human hell, but I think I have to go there right now. Just something you don't want to be in. You know you don't want to work at that job. You know you don't want to be broke. You know you don't want to be miserable. You know you don't want to be, unfaithful to yourself, because once you're unfaithful to yourself, how can you be faithful to someone else, right? So, right, so you know you deserve the best, you know what you deserve, you know what you want, and you're gonna get it. Regardless of what anyone thinks or feels, you're gonna get it because you're gonna put yourself first. You're gonna love yourself. You're gonna turn down people, places, things, and situations and scenarios that are not for you, that are not aligned with what you imagine to be the best. Because you don't need to get lost in your desires. All you need is that singular self to manifest that singular self. Because someone else is also going to be that singular self that is going to give you everything that you are. Not just what you ask for, but everything you are. And when you ask for it, you will receive it. But you got to be ready to be it. You got to be ready to be it. So if you're always being, then if you're always in your being, then how could you not? How could you lose? Right? So it's nothing to stress about. It's nothing to worry about. It's all going to work out. It always does. When does it not? So relaxation and putting yourself at ease and comfort is one of the most optimal things you could do for yourself as an individual soul and spirit. And really being in a frame of mind where you're not necessarily needing to kill anything or, you know what I'm saying, like really manifest back karma for yourself. You're just going to end up just saving yourself. You're going to save lots and lots of other people that will resonate with you. But you gotta walk through the flame, especially those who are weaker vessels of God. They're more susceptible to demonic forces working through them, so they don't really know any better. So they're automatically gonna presume and assume and start to catch on with animalistic viewpoints and behaviors, such as, oh, you're this, so you must be that. Like, hold on, how did you tie that? Because some animal behaves that way, so you automatically put me in some animal category. But then you start to look at these people deep down inside and who they really are. They're the ones who are animals. And you have nothing but compassion, because it's really, you start to feel sad, and and it's, you don't, like, inside you start to feel sad. Like, it's because separatism is an illusion. Is you're not feeling bad for anyone else. It's just you, and the entity that you're seeing outside of yourself expressing itself within you is just manifested. So it's just something to remind you to go in the right direction. That's all you can really use it as. So if you're gonna use anything as a crutch, use those demons as crutches, because they're you. They're not separate from you. So have that, self-love enough to be able to assist them and show them who they are and point the mirror. And it's up to them if they want to change and develop and grow out of it. But you're going to play your position apart, and you're always going to show them exactly. You're going to be that mirror. It's like you're that moon. It's like no matter what happens, they're going to see themselves through you, because you're doing the work that you need to be doing to do better, and you're actually living and being the reality. In reality, you're that example, and you're putting your imagination work in ways that no one could ever imagine, because unimaginable has to express itself through you, which is totally, God. So what the hell are you, and what the heaven is all around you? That's how you gotta look at it right there. And but also, vice versa, but really, yeah. But so, yeah. So you got everything you need. It's you're gonna always create what you is gonna work out. Your prayers and your meditations and your affirmations, and things you write down and things you pay attention to, and when you try to focus on the things that you know to be righteous and good and true to your heart, automatically you're doing better. Automatically you're moving exactly towards where you want to move to, and it's just a generating force of love, and it feels really good. That's what I want you to enter and understand, in order to understand and comprehend that. There's nothing to comprehend, and there's nothing to contort. So, but it's also that's that gift inside of you to be able to receive yourself and be able to really give yourself that space and love that you know you deserve, because you're yearning for it, you're asking for it, but you're the only one who can give it to you. That's the crazy part. How else can you be that strong rock for anyone else? Your counterpartner, whoever, your family, lesser beings or whatever, whoever may need it. How can you be that for them? You can't even. You need the love. You're the one who's gonna give it to you. No one else. And anyone else who comes along is just adding to it. They're adding to you. They're adding to your self-love. They're adding to your own gifts and what you worked through and what you built and what you created. So, and then you become a true master of yourself, and then you're a guide, and then you're really that shining radiant light for everyone to witness and to, shine alongside with you. That's why the angelic force is gonna be the biggest. The angelic force is just all soul groups and all tribes, billionaire tribes, every angel, every archangel, and every seraphim angel you could even conjure up in your imagination through, astral travels. Maybe, through dreams, you having certain encounters, or just visions and just certain feelings and intuitive messages you send out, and then in turn receive, and then vice versa too. But so yeah, it's when you really get into it, and I'm living it in the present moment, and I'm always expanding and through it. I want to say it's a never ending, but it's Infinity 8, which you could say infinite hate, which is the dissension of it. But you have to acknowledge it, because that's what 8 can do. It can put you in a state, and then that's how you transmute. Is why do you hate, and then why is that hate? Where's that hate coming from? And you got to look at yourself, the self-hatred, because it's always self-hate. Anytime you have hate, period, it's coming from yourself, right? So you got to look at yourself. So especially when you have a divine counterpart to bring things deep down, things in the dark to your awareness, the shadow work that you've been running away from, because you didn't get into the dark nature of the reality of things. It just serves as a perfect duality and balance when you have the right things in place, and you continue to manifest those things, because you're the generating force and not anything outside of yourself. God is right within you, and other lesser beings are always going to serve a role to play in your life to help you to continue to evolve, because that's all they can do anyways. And everyone wants the same thing at the end of the day. So if you're not the one changing and evolving and being the loving, guiding light for yourself, therefore them, then what are you doing? Like, why are you even incarnated? Or you're probably busy reincarnating into the same shit over and over until you learn your lessons. And I get it. I've not necessarily ever done that. I haven't, but because it's always been about incarnation for me. I just kind of knew that off the jump. I'm just a completely different soul and spirit. Like I'm nothing. No one knows, and this is yeah. Anyways, but but everyone knows. You know what I mean? It's like that. I'm really about that. I'm not even just built like that. I am that. Okay, that's what I need you to get and really understand or feel me. Okay, so but anyways, I also want you to actually get there. I want you to feel me. I want you to really yeah, but it's just I don't want I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy to go through some of this shit I went through, but yeah, but it really can build a chip on your shoulder. It can make you a little, there's a lot of things you gotta work through, and sometimes you gotta question like, okay, so if I'm God and I'm interconnected with everyone, we're all God together, then if I collectively help to manifest the shit I went through, that I, I know, solemnly claim that I wouldn't want no one else to go through, how can I continue to be in a space, in a place where there's beings around me that are continuing to promote me being in those spaces? Then you gotta actually do even better. You might need even to take it a step further and change locations and really do play your part, play your position, because all you may need to do in that moment, in that place where you're at, is to just play. It's just have fun, be that kid again, be your child self again, and play, and then play to the point where you get everything you need and acquire all the resources and assets you need to then make that change and make that shift and make that movement and make that a connection happen in your life that you've really been praying and asking for. So you got to step into it through radical action. And you're always going to have yourself to support you. You're always going to be taking action. You're always going to be creating. So it's all going to come together. How could it not? You're going to be doing this as your main thing. And you're going to be doing it so well, it's just, okay, what else is there to do? And then naturally, every other little thing is just a part of that. It's just adding to that. So, yeah, so, I know what I need to do, and I know how to do it. It's just, I love myself to the point where I want to do it the way that feels good. I'm not about to sit here and get myself lost into external fields of reality that aren't for me in order to try to get to certain places. But yeah, occasionally it can be about, going to go get that job that you don't necessarily want, in order to get to the next place, the next phase, the next stage in your life. But I don't know. I'm a man of faith, so I continue to, fly in faith, because fuck walking, right? The fuck are you doing? You walking? Oh, I'm flying. Oh, you driving? Okay, I can do that too, but, sometimes we could be swimming as well. But, yeah, so, take a dip in the water, cool, chill out, relax. That's really what that means. But yeah, so it's all interconnected, by the way. It's not like, oh, I'm doing this now, I'm doing this now. No, you could do strangely you could do all of those at the same time. And you're supposed to. That's I want you to get there though. Before you can get there, this is so much. And my phone is somehow not dead yet. I don't know how, because it said it was at 1%.